From 80 kilograms peaches that we dried, we now have this left. I don't know if you guys can see the muggies. Everything that could possibly go wrong with this batch went wrong. And it's all because I made a very critical mistake. I didn't check the weather app. So, when you are drying peaches in the sun, there are different steps that you have to follow. The first thing is to make sure they're clean, so you rinse it off. You don't soak it. You rinse it off. Then you leave it in a solution of lemon juice and water for a while, just 5-10 minutes, and then you pack it out on your drying racks. Then your job is done, but you have to check the weather app, because when you are drying peaches, one of the most important things is the weather. If you are dehydrating inside, it's a different thing, but for dehydrating outside, you have to check the weather app. And I keep hammering on it because I can't believe I didn't check the weather app. Humidity, temperature, and wind is the most important factors when you are drying outside. So the lemon juice that you put these in to soak, that's your preservation, that's your preservative for when they are drying. But after that, you need low humidity, you need high temperatures, and you need a constant nice breeze, and you need airflow. So you don't pack them flat, you actually pack them at an angle like this. I'm going to put a picture somewhere here, I don't know where. So what happened? We did 80 kilograms of peaches the other day. In total we had 140 kilograms, 60 of which I preserved in other ways. We did canning, I made jam and those type of things. 80 kilograms we did drying. You get about 1/6 of the volume in weight when you dry. So if you've got 60 kilograms that you're drying, you only get about 10 kilogram dried peaches out. So when we did this, there was a couple of things that happened. Firstly, we were in a rush. So this whole canning season has been very chaotic, and on Monday I remembered, we need to do peaches still for this season. We phoned the farmer where we get it in bulk, and he said he's got 4 days left, then his season is done. Sorry for the cluck at the back, there's a chicken at the back there wanting to be part of this video. So we were rushed. We grabbed what we could because we didn't want to miss it. Then we had 1 day to preserve it, so we had to get out. And when we did it, we didn't see that the weather wasn't going to be working in our favor. So the morning when we got up and we preserved this, it was already a bit overcast and cloudy. And my friend and I, Audrey, looked at each other and we're like, oh, this is not good. This is every drying season's nightmare, because it always turns out bad. And it did. It was cloudy for 2 days with humidity in the high 60s, 60-70%. It was only about 23-25 degrees Celsius, and there was no wind. The one day there was something like 14 km/h wind. And that is a recipe for disaster, because your first 2 to 3 days is critical for those factors to be right in drying these things. So before you make the same mistakes as I do, I've got a free download for you that you can grab at the bottom in the description that gives you step by step everything that you need to do to not make the same mistakes as I do. It gives you the humidity and the sweet spots and everything. So if you want that, the link is down below, you can just grab it. So there was no wind, it was overcast and rainy, and everything failed. 3 days in, everything was moldy. You can actually see this here. I'm going to bring it a bit closer. You can see all the mold and the yuckiness. Now sometimes when they go bad and you catch it early on, you can still save it, not for drying, but for other purposes. You can bring it inside. If you've got a big dehydrator, you can dehydrate in your dehydrator, because you have to then manipulate the circumstances to get what you want as soon as possible. You can maybe add some fans if it's hot outside but the wind's not blowing, or you can just be happy with more sour preserves, dehydrated fruit, which is really nice when you're doing chutneys or jams or those type of things. But ultimately, this for us was a massive fail, to the extent that not even the chickens want to eat it. We are here in the chicken coop, and there's muggies everywhere because not even the chickens want to eat these peaches. So this is exactly the type of things that hung me up when I first started canning and preserving and just trying to learn these skills. Like, how do I know what I need to do? Every season is different. Every fruit is different. Every vegetable is different. How do I know how to do these things? And that's why I created the Homemakers Almanac that is actually launching at the beginning of April. It's a monthly subscription where I give you 30 pages of what is necessary for that month. I'm talking about what needs to be preserved in that season. I give you recipes, we walk through it together, I give you different ways of preserving it, everything step by step. I give you things to do in your house. It's a 30-page almanac for you to walk through every month, to know that that season is covered in that month. So if you are interested in that, check out the link below for the sign up. It is now there. Like I say, we are launching in April. I'm really excited about this because it just takes the mental burden off what do I need to remember to do for the next month in terms of homemaking and preservation and those type of things. So have a look at that. So back to the peaches. Please don't make the same mistakes as I do. Make your own. There's going to be plenty of them. But remember, when you are drying, sun drying peaches, you need to have low humidity, you need to have a constant wind flow, and you need to have high temperatures, which usually we have. But also, we usually do this in January and February. We don't do it in the middle of March. So I hope you guys have learned something today because I'm very frustrated of losing 80 kilograms of peaches. Those links below. Have a look at them. Bye guys.